Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are here with the start of Mass Effect 2. And yes, I have played it before, but obviously not the Legendary Edition. So this is where we're going to be doing, continuing where we left off. Let's hope that it imports the character correctly and we don't have to jump through hoops and things like that. Obviously, I had set the audio up again for Mass Effect 2 because it looks like each individual one has their audio changes set actually in game. So obviously let me know if it's too quiet, too loud, etc, etc. And good morning to you, Kaylin. I hope you're well. I hope it's bright and sunny. Again, it's not here. It's cloudy. And a balmy 11 degrees Celsius. But anyway, let's get on with it. Import. I'm going to leave it. What's that? Name, John Shepard. Rank, 55. Military specialization, Sentinel. Psychological profile, Paragon. Which is true, he is the good guy. Status of Rex. Survived the mission on Vermeer. Of course he bloody did. Well, we don't talk about her because she's a racist, horrible person. Today it's supposed to be stormy, so I'm kind of happy about that. Council history. I did save the council. I gave Udina the council seat, yeah. And of course there's all the other little things that aren't listed here that we know will be sprinkled throughout the game. It's going to be interesting to see if there is any differences.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
I think they did some great casting in this. And of course, the Council hide it. Oh, it's Twitch being twitchy again.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
to the academy, Joker. You need to learn to fly.
Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
You broke your little ship.
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
I'm not sure if that might want turning down a little bit. They'll be there, they damn well better. Well.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
Right, 1 second, I am going to turn it down a little bit. Because that is peaking quite bad. That one. Let's see if that's any better. There's no time to argue. I gave you an order.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
That's a bit better.
Commander! Kate, go. Now. Aye, aye.
Just shut up and do as you're told.
Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
She didn't make it. Obviously, I'm going to have to get used to how the new combat system in this, because obviously it is a bit different than the first one. And also you have the quick time reaction times to things like Paragon and Renegade, don't you? God. Dr. Chakra, did you get out?
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
Not that way.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Ah, so pretty. And I believe this is one of the few games that if you actually just pause it here and wait, you will have actually eventually get killed. There is actually a cutscene where you will get killed. Oh my god, that camera wobble.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
Don't be stupid. Don't throw away your life.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack!
Funnily enough, exactly what I was thinking, Kaylin.
Watch the arm!
I hope they fix the starry eyes of Shepard in this one, because that was starting to freak me out. I remember the first time I played this, it was like, what the fuck? They killed him off already? And there's no way to survive? Did I make a mistake? Was there a way to escape? It definitely doesn't hold back. Mass Effect Genesis, an interactive comic that summarises the events in Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? I will do, just because this was not an option when I played it.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing.
Oh, so it's like the character creator.
When the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics.
Soon find out.
I came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
Should have bloody left her there.
Tough.
Or shoved her on one of the husk spikes.
Came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council.
Adina's still a dick.
One of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else.
I quite like this comic. I think it's a really good idea.
But they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me.
That's a boober shot and a half.
It gave me some clues, and a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni.
They're doing it in the order that I did the choices in as well.
Information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information.
I
tried to
didn't.
reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her.
And it also remembers that I took Liara with me.
Control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up.
Oh, he did his Silver Surfer moment, didn't he?
And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Which was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Caden.
Ashley was a cow.
Next time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Ashley behind had hardened my resolve, but revealed a soft spot in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact,
My God,
but heavily
hosts.
damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him.
No, he didn't. He committed suicide.
Control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Which is very
Much
true.
like Udina, but sometimes you need a pit bull on your side.
That is
Someone
true.
willing to be the bad guy, for the sake of the greater good. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
And also, while I was out there, whitewash everything, say, no, there was never an attack. Don't know what you're talking about. Never happened.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
Barbecue Shepherd has been recovered. Still got the starry eyes. Is there any difference between imported and default appearance? Just out of interest, no. It is literally exactly the same. But I am going to tell it default. I do like the fentanyl. Let's just see if they've changed it that much. Because obviously we have the chance of changing our build at this point. So let's have a look. Flare warp overload, cryoblast, weapon training, heavy pistols. Oh, submachine gun. Yay! I can use something other than pistols. I'll have a look at that in a second. Unique both tech and biotic abilities to the battlefield. While they lack the focus of adepts and engineer, they are versatile and can handle any situation. I must admit, I did use Slyke Engineer. You know, I kind of like, you know, the whole sort of thing with it. So, Vanguard, let's have a look. Batchet Charge with strikes to an incredible force, bringing the Vanguard in close to short-range combat. Batchet Charge, full shockwave, shotgun, heavy pistols, submachine gun, incendiary and cryo ammo. I just want to have a nosy, see what everybody has as default. I'm going to still go with Sentinel because that's what I went with last time. That is all correct, and he's still definitely got the starry eyes. He's giving me the look at the moment as if to go, who the fuck do you think you are? That's perfectly fine, let's go for it.
Something's wrong. He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
He's been on sauce.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Oh, my brain didn't get boiled then.
It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
I'm back to sleep.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
I don't know. I just bloody died and she's already got naked. Oh my god, straight up to level 4. Obviously, this is some of the things that are coming in from the previous one. I'm going to level up. What have I actually got? Oh my god, look how few abilities I've got. Pulse Defender. Fine-tune your making your powers more potent and efficient. Tackle armor, shields, yeah, okay, fair enough. Try. I feel like I'm kind of like being... I don't know. It's weird, it feels like half of my points just... or half of the skills aren't even there. It might be a case that they unlock as we continue. Oh, all the other stuff's coming in. Oh.
Pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from
Right.
blast.
So I've got to remember it's not going to automatically go into cover. Come on, quick look round room. God, stop with urgency. Ah, yes, you actually have ammo, don't you now?
Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Ah, yes, you get little achievement-y bits for shooting him in the head, don't you? Not the only weapon I've got? Yes, it is. Okay, fair enough.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
I remember they're coming from that door. Oh, hello. I can say that ain't them all. Yay! Headshots! Again, just kind of looking to... I'm still trying to get my bearings for this, because again, it does play quite differently. They didn't want me waking up and shooting up the lab and killing everybody, I think. Hello!
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Oh, shush, Miranda. Okay.
More reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade. Here come the mechs. Use the...
Alert.
Take the elevator down.
Did that work? I'm assuming so. We're going to bring you back to life, but we won't immediately give you a loaded weapon, yeah.
Get to the door. Run.
Right, space, and that is run. Okay.
Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got mechs closing in on my position.
Yeah, whatever.
Hostile forces have engaged. System damage.
Oh, rude.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
You know, they've $1 million manned me by the sound of it. Oh, hey. Just money.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Oh. Okay. That was the door that I came through. It's behind you! Well, not being funny, that was a little bit on the excessive.
Can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Well, if I remember correctly, it's kind of the second one.
Get over here. Shut up. Target down. What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Why are they attacking? That is a good question to lead with, I think. I'm tired of taking orders. Well, okay, fair enough. And just a few questions. I think why are they attacking is probably the right choice in this one.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around.
No, still got starry eyes.
Imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
I don't need your biotic powers, I have my own.
Just give the order and I'll hit him with a biotic power.
Translation, you've got to use a biotic power on him. That's his powers.
That's it. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Well, let's see. Well, I suppose asking about my injuries is probably the first thing on his mind.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Aye.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but anyone else they'd put you in a coffin.
Right, attack on the station then.
Cutting-edge technology.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Normandy crew.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
That is a good question. Where are they now?
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Tell me about Miranda.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Tell me about you.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
That is all the investigative questions, so...
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
It's dodgy as.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Oh, he's definitely a bit of a cockwomble. More ammo.
They've seen us.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
That is a really weird control scheme.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control! Oh God,
Why is he in server room B? You know, that comes a bit suspect.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Which again, kind of fair enough.
Shepard, down here!
There we go.
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Oh, there doesn't seem to be anything else here. Hold left shift to access your command menu, and then I believe it's that one. Believe. So I could have probably just done it through the quick button.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask you.
Yeah.
Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead.
Welcome back, Kayla. But she tried to help me. Either way, we can't help her. Maybe, maybe not.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... Can overload the cannon.
Fly! Did he go up into the roof? Into the rafters? Oh. Oh, I missed the running up to surfaces and automatically going into guard, but you have to run up to them and hit base. That's fucking annoying. I'm not going to use my abilities on that. Shit. Oh, God, otherwise I can't get across, can I? Overload that one.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
It's like, how dare it make me have to do things I don't want to do.
Took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
No.
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Never heard of him. Oh, that sounds familiar. Why would Cerberus save me? And you lied to me. Well, technically he didn't. He said he was ex-Alliance. He didn't actually say, oh, I still work for the Alliance. So that one's definitely out. Sounds familiar. I think he does remember. But we all know from Mass Effect 1, Cerberus was doing some very, very dodgy things.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Things change. Great explanation. You know, oh, we've had a change of management, so we are now a much better company.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I'll never work for Cerberus. Fine, let's go. He'd better have answers. Which, that is the response.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
Because, not being funny, it's perfectly fine for Shepard to be
It's not much farther.
a little bit pissed off at this moment. Make two enemies scream as they fall. Jesus Christ. Right, it looks like it's now unlocked everything. I can't access my squad anyway, it won't let me. Oh god, first attempt at hacking, here we go. Or not. I'll just take the money. I'm sure you used to hack that in the original. But what do I know?
We've been spotted.
Gotta get me headshots then. Oh my god, I'm still full. I've just fired my gun. What do you mean I'm still full? I can't fire my gun, reload and still be full of ammo. I'll use the good old rocket launcher. I'm not having to hack anything at the minute.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
So I was barbecued on re-entry and then deep frozen and suffered freezer burn by being exposed to the atmosphere. I am gonna, if possible, That is my ability, isn't it? No, I don't want that one. I want to move my ability. Can't I move my ability? There's got to be a way to do that. I don't see an immediate thing there. Oh. Here we go. Let's see how we do. Now, of course, this is terrible because my memory is shockingly bad. Yeah. And I do believe it randomizes each time. No. That was it. That one. I forgot you can just hover over, you don't have to click. They're being a bit generous with the money. I don't remember them being this generous with the money. I remember them being a lot more tighter.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
He was dodgy. He was in the server room.
Wilson betrayed us all.
So, your ideal of due process, now you can question him. Okay, what happens? I knew he was lying. Again, I'm playing my good guy.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
But again, now we can't question him.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Yep.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Of course there is.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
I think what I like about Miranda is she's very much to the point. She has got a bit of sass to her. And at the very start of the game, you know, she's very aware of, you know, that she's supposed to be appealing to the opposite sex and, you know, you should automatically be into her. And, you know, as a gay man, it's kind of like, oh, isn't that sweet of her? If only she knew.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Destination.
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Which we know that would never happen because they've invested way too much in you.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
That is actually a good question. Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
Weirdly enough, I very much get Wing Commander vibes from this one.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Well, we already know it's been 2 years, but anyway.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
Because she was a bitch.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually.
Oh, I did.
I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Not being funny, Cerberus knew about it. Why didn't they do anything about it? Right, obviously, like usual, on the hour every hour, I do take a 5-minute break. That what I will be doing. Obviously, it's when I run 3 minutes of adverts here over on Twitch, so that is really unfortunate. But it does disable pre-roll, so anybody who might want to come in and watch the channel can do without getting stuck behind a huge wall of adverts. Obviously, adverts are not guaranteed. It's down to region availability. So, you know, you might not actually get them. It's rare, but you might not. So, other than that, guys, obviously, if you do get adverts, go stretch your legs and get yourself a drink. That's what I'm going to do. And if you don't, sit back and enjoy the music, and I'll be right back. Right, and obviously we're back. I probably have some skill points that I need to spend on other people, but obviously I don't have access to them. But I just wanted to have a look at me Paragon and Renegade. Nothing else new has opened up on the skill tree. I suspect it probably won't. Thank you for that, Kaylin. Photo mode. Ooh, I can take photos. Yeah, okay.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
So why did I get Renegade points there?
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Because I was just generally bitchy.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
In other words, talk to him before we're going to let you progress any further. And it's like, no, he's not. Okay. Good to know.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What do we know?
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Yeah. You're not my friend, skip the pleasantries, or not bad.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe.
Bullshit!
We're on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
Exactly.
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting.
Yeah.
Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Again, I don't remember a lot of this storyline, because I think I only played this through twice. One as a good guy and one as a bad guy. So, and that was quite a while ago. So, yeah.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Oops.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Well, you say that, it doesn't mean they do. Maybe I believe you. Where do we start?
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents. but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Do I have a choice? What are you expecting? And I'll find the evidence. Honestly, you don't really have a choice.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
He just hung up on me, like the council did. Oh my god, how many things? Are you done? You finished? No, you're not. Alright, so I got a whole 2 points. Now, what is the cost in this? Right. So, unlike the previous one where it was literally a point for each one, it goes up as you go. So, yeah, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. Okay. Makes sense. Bye, bot. Oh my god. So I've got 6 Paragon points for that. Okay. I don't remember this. Okay. Oh yes, you get different armor that does different things, don't you? And you can, you know, I could give myself the, God. You can have the casual appearance of that one.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Who doesn't love a hoodie? Is what I'm wearing at the moment. Let's put Miranda in a place.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray
The elusive man.
I'll follow your orders.
Thanks for resurrecting me. I'll do my best. You sound jealous. I think she does deserve a bit of thanks, because you were dead.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Again, it's one of the things that I quite like is that the writing for this has been done so well that, you know, she is a bit of a dick at the beginning, but, you know, she does warm to you over time.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Ooh,
what would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
I'm going to say, yeah, she is very honest and can be a bit brutally honest at times, which, overall, not a bad thing. At least you know where you stand with her.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Not being funny, is that true, or am I going to get shots to the back of the head again?
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Again, very much to the point at this stage.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Yeah, not being funny, that is very much one of those moments of treat them mean, keep them keen.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I didn't join Cerberus or reserve judgment. All those colonists need my help. Clarification.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
Would you trust somebody you just met and say yes? Hell no. Do I not trust him? Well, he didn't shoot me in the back of the head. So I can't really say no to that. So you have to go with the I'm not sure.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Well, let's ask him about Jacob and the Alliance.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Alien pirates. Is it pirates or is it sort of Black Ops? Jacob joining Cerberus.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Yeah, but that's not always the right idea. Because, you know, you could step on toes that you shouldn't have stepped on. So, you know, that's kind of like telling you he's a bit of a gun-ho character.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
In other words, none of them know bugger all.
Yes, sir.
So it looks like I'm going to get renegade points. Anyway, in this one. Obviously, this is, you know, the summary, if you like, of everything before moving on. So much money. So can you see now how much money I've got starting the game with importing a character?
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Right. Let's find out how far my authority actually does go.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Okay, that's fair enough. About the other colonies?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
Okay. Odds of
What makes
success.
you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Someone could still be alive. We're here to search, do whatever it takes. Well, that's obviously Renegade. We're here to search is probably the middle ground. But as I said, good guy. Saint Shepherd, someone could still be alive.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Which again highlights the whole importance of if we find a survivor, we've got something that none of the other colonies have had. So finding a survivor should be key. All the more reason to look for survivors, effectively. Cerberus provides additional weaponry. Machine pistol. You can stay with shotgun. She can go machine pistol. I think I'm going to leave him on that. In this game, I'm pretty sure the way dialogue options work is the top always gives Paragon, bottom always gives Renegade. Quite possibly. I don't know. Let's have a look around. They've definitely changed the lighting in this. It's definitely got better feel for it in that regard.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Don't know what that is, but I want it. Again, we're keeping the peepers open for things like things to, you know, liberate that have been abandoned. As I always say in any of these type games, if you find something that you can pry up with a hammer,
No structural damage.
it's obviously meant to be picked up. Oh, that water is terrible, though. Money. Hello.
Sounds like Fenris.
Strange. Disable the other colonies.
Oh, I might have to go back to pistol because I don't have the accuracy.
Activity.
I can't get me headshots.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Yeah, no shit, Miranda. Oh god.
Gotta hurt.
Right. That one.
There we go.
Come on, get up. It helps if I actually target him, doesn't it?
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile.
Right.
They should have recognized
Oh,
us.
Naz.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack.
I'm like, oh, I'll just fire off the ability. And then it's like, yeah, you might actually want to target it per se. It makes a huge difference. God, I can't believe I did that. Noob, noob, chopper, 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 noob, noob. Should be lined up and shot after doing that. Oh, ready, Joe. Right. Yeah, we know. Start bypass. So we've got that. I've got to say though, I do kind of like feel that.
They've seen us.
Okay.
Get over here.
I will do it this time. I've got it targeted. Right, so some things aren't always that obvious for pickups. I must remember. I've got to remember to reload.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Tally.
Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I didn't have a choice. I'm not working for them, and I did it to help humanity. I'm not working for them. They work for me.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Why did Vitor come here? Have you found him? Do you think he's alive? Well, why did he come here?
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
We need to team up. We can handle it from here. Well, to be fair, you know, Tally is an old friend, so we would be kind of like, let's team up. Let's get the whole gang together.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza. You're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Why do you hate Cerberus? Why does everybody hate Cerberus?
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
And again, not being funny, I would kind of like Miranda to explain that. Because not being funny, that is one of those things that, yeah.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Hold shift to display, yeah. But if you hold shift, it brings up that. So, oh right, it puts the little blip on your scanner. Okay, phone. Oh, hello. That was a hello moment. Right. And that's me with my terrible short-term memory. Open sesame.
Use overload on them.
Oh no. Hello. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Rude.
There we go. Yes.
Oh, hello.
Try to overload their shields.
Oh, shush. Miranda.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They
It's alright.
wanted to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
It's alright. They'll probably be dead.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Target down. I'm getting rocketed.
Enemy down. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Not being funny, I'm with Miranda. Well, they did want to get there first, you know, by all means, go play with the Mac. Though I do think I'm probably going to have to go to the
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover
submachine gun.
Heading to cover.
For the Mac. Because I haven't really got any... You can change weapon there. Yeah. Crunchy. Not being funny though, I am definitely with Miranda. They want to get there first.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Why did I have an assault rifle when I don't actually? Go on then, Black. Right. What's that? Well, we'll have a go, see if it makes any difference. Oh my god, stuck on a butt lock. Reload, reload! Oh, okay. Died rather quick. I'm going to change my weapon back. Oh, just remembered I can scroll wheel it, can't I, on this one? Yeah. Right, they're all still using the right ones. My god, will I actually get to the right weapon? Can you number... No, you can't number switch. I can do my magic armor.
This should come in handy.
That was it. I was just thinking, how the hell do you get extra ammo for your bigger weapons? And of course you have to find it, don't you? That one and that one. That one and that one. I don't remember it ever being this good with giving you extra ammo. Right, that is my target place, so I remember that. And I think I remember you need to investigate everywhere before you do your affected target area. Because otherwise you can skip dialogue and certain mission objectives.
To go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Oh, yeah, I think we kind of like know where he's going to be. Ding dong, Avon calling.
Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Mechs.
Right mouse spawns from a paragon when shown on screen. Okay. I'm so gonna fuck them up in the future.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
First actual recording.
He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
So it means they're not the good guys.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Yeah, you did mention the swarms, but I was asking about them first.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Well, actually, that is actually a very good question. Why only human colonies?
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Thank you, Vito. What a waste of time.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarren and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Let's just ask Tali straight out. Why don't you join us?
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
What's the mission? Is she really going to tell us? Let's find out.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
So, Vito goes with Tali, or Vito has to come with us. To be honest, what more would we really get out of him? He's a bit mentally unstable. I think what he's given us has given us enough to go on, and I think Cerberus questioning him, and in brackets, how they would question him, are, you know, they say we won't hurt him, but could they mentally crush him? So I'm sorry, Vito goes with Tali.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Again, I think you've got to kind of like do a balancing act in those situations. It's like, how important is the information and such?
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
What about Vito's data? You could get straight to it, or having friends pay off. Which is true.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
You don't seem surprised? Who are they? Well, he doesn't seem surprised. He's kind of like just been waiting for confirmation for it.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Omega-4 relay.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Does it, though? It just means that they have a better understanding of the relays.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
And again, it's in the elusive man's self-interest to keep saying, oh, it's about the Reapers, when in fact, at this stage, you know for definite, nothing. You're only summarizing that it could be the Reapers.
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
The real threat is enough. What aren't you telling me?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
Can't do it alone, agreed. Well, you can't do it alone.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I had a good team. I'm a Spectre. I decide who's on my team. We'll be ready. Well, I did have a good team.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Kaidan Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Good old Rex.
Where's Urdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Well, we know about Tally.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Garrus?
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Liara?
Liara Tassoni.
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Well, not being funny, if she's working for the Shadow Broker, she can more than be trusted because she's got access to a hell of a lot of information. and I trust her still more than the elusive man.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
And keep paying the funds.
2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
How the hell did Cerberus get Joker?
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team
Sounds about right.
record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Obviously, I have dropped the music back. So it's more of a background music than full-on in-your-face, oh my god, my ears.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
I remember it is a much bigger ship. Normandy data. I'm going to say, this is one of the criticisms that I did have with Mass Effect 2, was these, like, you finish a mission, you get one of these weird-ass summary screens. I find it very much breaks immersion on a game, and it's the one thing that I didn't like. Look at me in the hoodie! Kind of look hot in that. Used to be able to get them.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I think I might have dropped the music too far back.
I recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims.
Probably not.
We need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
AIs are dangerous. This could come in handy, and Joker won't like this.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Again, very much one of those things where I didn't talk to the characters in the first one because I didn't want any romantic entanglements in the first one. Whether I do that in this one, that one is very much up for debate. I might do, I might not do. I'm not going to go for the obvious Miranda. And I believe at this stage, other things unlock in the game. Obviously, you can't do the research until you've got him. Right, I kind of need to get my bearings of this ship because it is bigger. I've got to try and remember where everything is. I do need to kind of like do some of the conversations and things like that because again, it is kind of loyalty missions and things like that. They all tie into one another and such. And again, if you look around the ship, look at certain consoles and things like that come up with a thing, you get bonus XP and stuff like that.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's like ship cancer. The ship is just a copy. We can trust them for now. It's too good to be true. I think we can trust them for now.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7.
Seth Green is so perfect. I hope that they bring him back for the new Mass Effect that's in development. So I don't know, I don't think it would be Mass Effect without Joker. Because he does give you that ever so slight comic relief.
Yes, Shepard.
Let's see what Edie can tell us about Cerberus.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Well, I'm going to ask everything.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So in other words, we are like the Resistance, where you are a terrorist group, where you have cells. So it's, you know, you've got to kind of look at it like that.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
They really don't want me to know anything, do they?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss
What can she answer?
Ready.
Let's talk about you.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
God, you and Joker.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
I like that.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question. I think whenever anybody asks me anything, I should adopt that.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Oh, so if you need to kill her, that's just where she is.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I might have to actually do that.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
Again, that's why I like Joker.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
What I'll do is I'll probably finish the ship tour and then go on break. I'll just kind of see, actually, ship tour might take a bit longer than I planned, so I think what I will do is I will go on break here. I will level up my peeps though. If I do that, it means that Warp and Overload are ready for the next ones. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to go on break here. Obviously, that will be for about 3 minutes. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, this doesn't affect you, but I have zero control over adverts over there, so I do apologise about that. But over here on Twitch, I do run 3 minutes of adverts every time I go on break. It is there more than anything to stop pre-roll, so that anybody who might want to come and watch the stream can do and not get stuck behind a lot longer than 3 minutes worth of adverts. Adverts are not guaranteed, it's down to region availability. How that works, I do not have a clue. So if you do get adverts, do what I'm going to do, stretch my legs, get another drink, you know, maybe even a bicky, you just don't know. So other than that, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Right, and I'm back. I have actually put the audio back up ever so slightly because, well, for the music, because it seemed a bit low, but I think it is a bit of a balancing thing, so I might have to adjust it again, because I was finding when I was doing some testing of it, when the music is playing, sometimes it's louder than the dialogue, and you can hear the music over the dialogue, and there's nothing worse than that in a game like this. So we'll see how that goes on, and we'll take it from there.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and...
They've changed her look.
And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Sure or no?
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Oh, God, she's a bit happy-clappy, isn't she?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I noticed there, Kaylin, was that as soon as I saw her, I went, you look completely different than you did in the original Mass Effect. It was like really big giveaway. So I think in this one they've probably gone a bit more in depth with, you know, touching the structure of the game. So it'll be interesting to see what else they've changed. But I didn't expect that, and it was very noticeable for me. So it was like,
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
It's good you're here. Keep your distance.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
What do you think about Cerberus?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
I'm not convinced.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Oh my god. Just a bit of a I think
this organization has a dark reputation.
Not at all. We look out for human interests.
Yeah, just seeing if there's anything else, but I don't think there is.
They're good goals.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
You just had a look on good old the Google machine. I don't know if I've got any messages. Let's have a look. Oh my god. So, as you can see, it's already unlocked some of the DLC content because all of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition has all of the extra DLC bundled into it and made seamless. So, it'll be interesting. Yeah. So, literally, we've got all of the, well, I'll just mark everything as red. You know, again, that's a wall of text to read, and you can double click to get in these. which was one of the things that I was a bit concerned about. Right, is there anything over this side that I can interact with? That would be a no. Obviously, I can't get into the science place as yet because we don't have the crew. The crew. Oh god, yeah, you can do your loadout from here. 2 options. I think I like the arc projector better. I can't remember, so I'm going to equip it. Yeah, Jake pretty much got the standard stuff. And obviously, as you get better weapons and things like that, they get displayed a bit as you go around. I suppose we ought to talk to Jacob and do a bit of flirting. Obviously, I'm just kind of having a quick look around to see if there's any other discovery pickups, if you like.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
I think that's the SMG that has a lot better accuracy. Because I remember the SMGs that you get standard, they are like, you know, scattershot very much. I think that's the one that I ended up swapping to primarily.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Oh, well, that's good. He's not a full-on Cerberus lackey. One thing I've noticed in this scene just here, look at the skin textures on Shepard there. Much, much better than some of the earlier scenes. So it looks like not every scene has been touched upon. But just this one alone, you can already see the improvements that have been made.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But
why did you join them?
If it's real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Glad to have you aboard. I appreciate your honesty. Do your job, nothing more. No, I do appreciate his honesty.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're 2 of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Get me better weapons.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, 2 subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only 1 quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, 1 linked to each world.
Translation, it means the elusive man can keep tabs on us at all times. In everything.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
I don't think we looked at Edie in here. I know she's in here somewhere.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Ow. I don't see anything about... Well, it's got to be research first. I think that's pretty much it.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's not be spam! She lied to me. She lied to me. She did a Star Trek Online and said you've received a message and then lied to me. Let's go have a look at my quarters. Oh my god, I remember playing that on the PlayStation and the load times for that were absolutely horrendous. Okay, so you get medals for each mission, it looks like. That's handy to know. I know you can get a space hamster. You know, we've got the funky music player, which I'm not going to play because I don't know whether that will be DMCA covered, so it's not worth the risk. So I should be able to change the look of my gear. In theory. Well, it says I could, well, it said I could, but obviously I haven't picked up any of the bits to do it. Obviously we get more models for sticking on here at a future date.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Okay. This is what I remember about this one. It's very much a clicky game. Oh my god, those load screens used to be so long. But to be fair, it is on a NVRMe SSD, so it should load quick.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Quite like that. Nice little touch. Oh, stuck on a pixel there for a second. You've always got to check the toilet. You know. If any game has taught you anything, always check the bathrooms. I believe this is Miranda's office. Which was Admiral's office in the first one before he gave the ship to you.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Well, actually, I would have liked to have known about the migrant fleet and what went down there.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Let's make sure to keep my hand on the mouse if we get any renegade or paragon.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions. Even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Mm-hmm.
kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Not much.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
So those Cerberus that were torturing biotics and killed the Admiral Karaki or whatever his name was, she's saying, oh well, that was the military side of it, it's got nothing to do with us.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Yeah, but not stepping on the toes of everybody else to get there, which Cerberus very much seems to be.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Right, that is all of those.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Genetically modified? So she's GM Miranda.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
I think the mocap is also better in this one. I want to go in there. Can't see what's in there, so I want to go in.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Need anything?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Oh, give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks.
And serves it up for dinner.
Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I wonder if we're going to run into some more Batarians after we did the DLC in the first one.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
We've got to buy some special ingredients. And let's just say, oh, examine battery. Where was that? Oh, that was the door. I thought they were space coffins for a second then. Again, kind of like looking out for any overheard conversations. Oh, it's Dr. Shackwaz.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Why are you here? Good to see you. Well, it is good to see you. You know, somebody from our path.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Oh. Do you need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy.
It's a bit bigger.
My private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
So, did she actually leave the Alliance, or, you know, is she kind of like being overt and spooky?
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Enough?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Well, that was quite a good response. You know, she didn't join Cerberus, she joined effectively for me. So, there you go, I guess.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
So again, another side mission. We know ED's behind that car. Okay. Realise that lit up. So head on down to engineering, I guess, now. This is super fast loading times. Again, another unlock. Because in here is where you find the space hamster at some point. I remember that. And I believe it's also where Jack ends up making her space, if you like. I think that's it anyway. Good old Boo Space Hamster. Again, I'm kind of looking to see if there's any other terminals or things that you can kind of interact with for extra info.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
That told me.
You came all the way down here to see us?
Of course.
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Oh, and another one need anything.
Set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why don't you have them?
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Translation, if you get up at Omega, you know what to look for.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper Menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
Wow.
Respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
That just goes to show how bad things got while you were gone in those 2 years.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Okay. Why did Gabby join?
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Feelings about Cerberus.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Daddy bags. Never heard that one before, I like it.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came.
I told you he would.
Yeah, I need to make sure I hang about for those extra snippets of conversation that's had. Yep.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
That told me. What's the I say? God. I love these instant load times. Oh my god, we've got everything in here. So we've got the Archangel. Oh my god, there is so much here. Oh yes, it's click and hold, isn't it? It's no longer it just gets straight there. And I'm assuming it's a bit like the other one that, you know, you kind of need to do a sweep of everything. Oh god, yeah, I've got to remember how the hell you do this. Right, mouse. Oh. Can you move it round any quicker?
Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Oh my god, I remember all of this. I just remember being able to move the planet round easier. It's probably better with controller in that regard. So, for the next play time of the game, I might actually put the controller in specifically just for doing this.
Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Okay, again, good to know. Iridium.
In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
And element 0, I believe, is reasonably rare. You know, I'm kind of like doing all these things, and I'm suddenly just thought, yeah, I can't actually do the research until I get the scientists, so might be better to hold up a little bit. Then I'm kind of like also sitting there and thinking, yeah, but it saves me having to keep returning back to planets that I've already been to. Obviously, I don't have a lot of probes, and I'm not sure if I can craft them or replace them easily at the moment. I think you maybe do that at fuel depots. Like I said, it's been a very long time since I've played this, so I'm not entirely sure.
Probe away.
Obviously, there's walls of text for everything. Actually, let's have a look at the fuel depot and see if that is where you do buy your probes. It is. Oh my god, I can buy 30! God, I've got to get used to the new mechanics of fuel and probes, which obviously you didn't have in the first one. Oh, there's a big pulse there for a second.
Probe away.
Isn't this the one that when you go to Earth you get probing Uranus and things like that? You know, you get the really cheap jokes.
Probe launched.
I think this is the one that you get that. Oh, there's a big...
Launching probe.
It still says moderate, so it still seems to think there's a reasonable amount here.
Probe launched.
I think what I remember is you sort of keep scanning the planet until you get down to roughly about 4.
Launching probe.
I also think that you have to scan the planets to be able to find things like landing sites. So you don't quote me on that. That is
Probe launched.
me with my shoddy memory.
Probe away.
Let's see, slight pulse there.
Probe away.
So according to that, I would say that it still seems to think that there's a reasonable spike, if you like. I've gone down to 4, so again, don't have to worry about it too much. Oh shit. Didn't expect that to take me out completely. Again, it's learning the changes. I don't actually want to go to there yet. I do want to restock those. Let's just have a look, see if there's anything else out here. Doesn't look like it. So, oh, there's that little planet there that I almost missed. Little planet that's extremely rich.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
I'm just trying to find all the things, get the planet down to 4. So then you know you've pretty much got 99% of stuff on it. You know, there might be some very small bumps on the scan. But I know this is quite important, or I remember it being quite important anyway.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
So there's a peak over there.
Probe away.
It's kind of going from a majority of audio cues and things like that. Nothing over here.
Launching probe.
Right, we're back to 4. And again. More probes, I've got the cash for it. Right, I'm going to enter Omega. Again, don't know how much of this will get done, because obviously I probably will be finishing in the next 20 minutes, but we'll see how much we do. Life forms, you tiny little life forms. Where are you? Holy crap, that is really quick at loading. Oh my god, that is a fucking ugly secondary appearance from Miranda. Oh no. yes, we do have to spend their points, so obviously max out their classification, if you like. She does use overload a lot, so I am going to do that one. Jacob, again, boost that all the way up. I'm going to do incendiary ammo. I don't believe I need to. Well, again, this is where you're picking the weaponry and options. I've set the architect for me. Do you have to do it for every single one of them? Oh, that's good. I don't remember it picking it for each character there.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh,
Brutarians.
I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Relax, got it when I'm ready.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Yet.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
There we go. Yeah, I like how they seamlessly put all the DLC straight into it.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
How much do you know?
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Which, you know, gotta be fair. If they're offering a lot of money, you know, he is a mercenary. He goes where the money is. Welcome aboard. Reports to the Normandy.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right. I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
We most definitely can do that. Killing slavers is a hobby in this game.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Click. View of Omega. Here it is.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Okay. Is that an invite? Is that what that was all about? Again, I'm just having a look to see if they've made any massive changes to here. It doesn't particularly look like it. Can't talk to you. You know, I kind of expected a bit more, I don't know, epic expanse of the place. And it's not as epic as I would have expected them to have done.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Oh, 5 power gun points for that. Wonder if I will see them again later. Obviously, I have turned the music up a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see if it makes any real difference. Where's the bar? Let's see if they've got any of this brandy that they wanted. They do. They've got the brandy for Dr. Chakwa. Do I order a drink? Is it any good? No. Oh shit, click wrong one. Guess I'm getting drunk, guys! It's been a hard day on the job. Right, well, I'm not completely pissed up. Lost my bearings for a moment. I've got a recruiter here. This is one of the guys. Do we have to talk to her first? I suppose talk to him and find out. Yeah. Gonna have to talk to Arya, I think they said.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega.
You're supposed to be impressed.
But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Well, not unless you buy dinner first. I have similar rules, simple enough.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences.
Unless you cross me, and then we entertain mine at the end of a gun.
So, what can I do for you?
That's who it is. I was sat here thinking, I recognise that voice, I can't place it.
Down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Fair enough.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
In other words, they're all in on it.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
Fair enough.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
I'm looking for Mordin Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Mordin. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Okay. Tell me about Omega.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove.
Oh, we're going to be very useful. We're going to deal with your Archangel problem.
Mind your own business.
Mug's going to join us, so, you know, we're taking two problems out of the equation.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
It's interesting, because I don't remember any of this when I played this before, but she's obviously privy to something a bit more, because she knows something, because it's like, why was she kind of like making sure it was definitely you?
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing, operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Derek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Yeah.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Derek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jared's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Derek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
It's actually quite handy because you've got all the bosses of the merc groups all together in one place. So kill off the heads of the merc groups, and you've probably done Aria a great service. And you've also caused, obviously, a bit of upheaval in the merc groups.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
Of course.
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Oh, so they're trying to overwhelm with literally bodies.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Ready to go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Your gun shit for 50 credits. Oh, it's a good job I saw the flash of the Paragon there, because I was kind of like not ready for it, you could say. Where the hell is the bit that leads to, because there's a quick way to the, yeah, here we go, lower level. Helen Blake from the first one, the one that we let go and told us to mend her ways.
Commander Shepard, is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember.
Oh, I do.
Two criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm just going to redo that one there because it gave us some other conversation options.
Turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
That is actually very, very true. How noble of you. You must have an angle.
And if you skim a little off the top, no one's the wiser, right?
Please, Commander, there's no angle. It doesn't take a saint to see that people here are hurting.
Yeah.
Play Omega's game and maybe do some good around here. That's the only angle.
Do I believe her? No.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
To be fair, that was really quite nice to actually see Helena Blake here. I didn't expect her, but obviously, like I said, all the decisions that you make in the previous game do carry over. Oh, we've got another barman. I just kind of want to... Oh, I can do some weird-ass dancing. I will... I'm just having a look, obviously, because you never know what might be rammed and shoved down a hallway or something. The urge to end the stream on a freaky dance. I'm not doing a lap dance because I'm not sure even digitally how that would come across for the rules. So I'm going to play that one side. Go on, let's have another drink. Uh-oh. Am I gonna like...
Say something, Commander.
Oh, I didn't end up just in my underwear.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Okay. Don't remember this.
Welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
Now, is that because of the war or because of the DLC asteroid that was going to be crashed into a planet?
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
I think I'll go give that bartender a taste of his own medicine.
He won't be expecting you, that's for sure. Give that Batarian bastard what he deserves.
I know this is very renegade-y, but you know what? I think he deserves it. Oh.
This place. How can these people left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Human, tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavel. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's fox get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
I don't remember the Vulture. I'm just trying to find... Well, I'm assuming that getting back into the bar is probably back this way. Oh. They look kind of dead. I'm kind of trying to work out where... I could go on the map. Hey, Mr. Barman. Remember me?
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the fortune.
Not taking any chances.
Okay. I didn't expect that as the good response. I was expecting to get renegade points for that. Yeah, we kind of got the farman killed. I kind of was not expecting that. That was a bit different. But anyway, that is where I'm going to be leaving it for today. Obviously, we are back with this on Tuesday. Tomorrow we have some more Static Online planned, as usual. So, other than that, as always, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and take care, and I will see you all again tomorrow.